Hi, welcome to Life and Laughter. I'm Amy Mabry, and today I am very excited because this is my cousin Becky.
Hi, y'all.
Becky Halleck, and I am in North Carolina, and I'm visiting. But one of the things that I am starting to do is interviews, and I wanted to interview her because she has a great but God story, like we all have. But this has not just transformed her life, but the people around her. And so I just would like to just hand it off to her, and Becky, just tell them a little bit about, your but God story that has changed you, and what God has done in your life and the people around you. Just, you can go right on into it, and we'll just get going here.
Okay.
So.
Well, I will start off by what is an opening for me to talk to a lot of different people about God. Okay. Obviously, Amy and I, everyone that knows, we're from Oklahoma. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's no accent in Oklahoma. No one have an accent, but people will say to me all of the time out in public, they'll say, "Oh, I love your accent. Where you are from?" I get to say, well, I am from Oklahoma and Kansas. I have had a stroke. That's why I speak this way. And I get to say today, when I had my stroke, I had no speech. I could make sounds. I couldn't really talk. And then I get to say, but look what God had to do. So that is where I will, start. Then I get to say today, it started about in 2009. I'm healthy. I'm in normal. I'm having some headaches, and I'm forgetting a little things here and there, nothing major. And then I go to the doctor. They say we're going to do some blood work. Okay, no problem. The day before, I was supposed to go to the doctor and get the results of my blood work. I'm driving my truck. I'm going to pick my son up from school, and all of a sudden, I was talking on the phone with my mom on Bluetooth. I wasn't talking and driving. I didn't do that. It was Bluetooth. It was okay, hands free. And all of a sudden, my words won't come out, and I have no clue what's going on. All of a sudden, it's just like almost like a curtain came down. I am so exhausted. I'm so tired, and I'm still driving down the road. And I remember I say to my mom, I'm trying to say to her, "What's wrong with me?" Mm-hmm. Well, I end up just, of course, Mom is very upset on the phone. I get to the school. Park the truck, and I'm just kind of confused, not knowing whatever. And I try, it doesn't come out very well, but I try to say to Mom, well, I got to go, time to get Joseph. So I leave my parking spot, I pull over to his little school door, whatever, and he's coming out, and I just nod and wave to a teacher because I really can't talk. So, there was that.
Because you're having a stroke and you don't know it.
Exactly. I just know I can't talk. Okay. This is different. But, okay. So, I get Joe. I put him in the truck, and I don't really know what's going on, but I know something's not right. I can't talk to my son. So, I just kind of tickle he and kiss his face and everything, and, give to he toy. He's playing, and I go home. And Mom or Dad must have a call Bill, my husband, and say something's funky. So,
but I think it's really so God in itself that they called you, right? Right at that time.
Yeah.
Right at that time.
Yeah. Exactly.
To even and your mom's a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So she knew just by your not normal response, something is not right. So that was God in itself.
Yes, it was. Well, and I'm literally in the act of having a stroke.
Yeah.
I get to the school. I get my son. He's 4. This is actually right before his 5th birthday, but I get to the school. I get my son in the truck. He buckled into his seat. I drive all the way home. I get he in the house. I got he a snack, and he's watching TV, and I'm lying on the couch beside him. All of that while I'm having a stroke. It has to be God, because you don't typically drive well when you're stroking out, you know. So anyway, so Mom and Dad, someone must have called Bill, because I'm on the couch and I'm so tired. All I want to do is go to sleep.
Yeah.
So all I want to do is go to sleep. Bill gets home, brings me to the hospital, and in the ER, it was a little bit of a fiasco, but he ended up taking me to my a neurologist's office to have his blood work, and he sends me right across the street for MRI, and that's when we find out, oh, I'm having a stroke. Okay. So Bill gets me, or they, admit me to the hospital. They get me set in my room, all these kind of things. They're doing the myosins, all of this stuff. And pretty much, I remember Bill coming through our front door. Everything after that, I have like little tiny snapshots of memory, but most of it I'm hearing, or I'm saying, because I'm hearing from Bill. He'll say to me, this is what happened. So I'm in the hospital. By this time, it's pretty late at night, and Bill is saying to he that the doctor said to Bill, I'm only 55 years old. I'm young. I'd be healthy. The doctor said to Bill, you want your children to be able to say goodbye. You need to get that here, because we don't think your life is going to live through the night. Bill say, my husband, he say, you don't know my God. He's our praying. He didn't have anyone bring the kids to the hospital. Nothing. The kids are home sleeping. They know I'm in the hospital. I'm sick, whatever. Bill don't react like he's a panic, like he's anything. He simply, Bill, he knows who he serves. He knows who my Savior is. And he just simply stand and start praying. So obviously, plot twist, I live through the night. I'm still here. And I spent 3 days in the hospital. It took not quite a year, like 7-8 months, something like that. This was in 2009, my first stroke, and my speech comes back. I had no balance issues, really, a little bit of a right side of weakness, but that returned. My mom actually, because we are living in North Carolina, Mom and Dad, well, pretty much all of my people are in Kansas and in Oklahoma. Mom comes out, and she actually lived with us for 1 year, because I can't take care of my children. I can't. So much medicine, so much, and immediately, I come home from the hospital, but right after, I'm still not talking to Bill. I am so confused. I'm thinking, okay, like I need to go somewhere, to go to a resort, wherever. Okay, I'm thinking I'm ready to go. I'm coming, out of my bedroom. I'm going to get my pocketbook. I do remember one time I was dressed, boots and all, my shirt, my hair was pulled up or something. I got my boots on. I grabbed my pocketbook, and Bill is to say, baby, what you are doing? I said, I'm fixing to go to the store. The problem is, I'm not even allowed to drive. I don't even have the keys. I can't do these things. But in my mind, I'm going to the store. And he said, but babe, you don't have any pants on. I'm the pants. No pants. Behind my boots. So that was kind of what my life was like. So I knew my mom. So mama comes, and it was not an easy time. Because of that, I'm a grown woman. I have always run my own house. I'm one of those women, I can turn my hand at a lot of things. A lot of jobs I can do. But the only thing, to this day, the only thing I do well, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. That's what I do. In the span, with no prior warning, no heads up, in the span of a couple hours, it's gone. It's gone. I cannot do what I have always done. I am laying on the couch, not really able to speak of much at all. I'm watching my mother my children. She's putting supper on the table. That's my job. That's what I do. And it was very difficult. Mom said to me, when I'm sleeping, I'm laying on the couch, they try to keep me in eyesight where I'm at. Just a few days after my stroke, Joseph turned 5. My 5-year-old is sitting on the floor beside me, laying on the couch. Mom walks over. My baby look at my mom, and he say, Naya, she's still breathing. That's good. So I'll be honest, I was mad at God. I was so angry. But God, He showed to me that for a long time, I was raising my children. I was being a good wife. I was taking care of our office. We're self-employed. So I was doing all of these things. And literally, God stopped me in my tracks. And He reminded me, I can do nothing without He. I do not think that it was God's will that He, called down a stroke on me. However, Hebrews says that He can use all things for the good of those who love Him and are called by His name. I am a child. I'm a child of God. I know this. And so then I start, getting over myself, remembering who I belong to. And then I remember, it's funny because now my little 5-year-old, he's grown up, he's 18. His favorite verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It was a huge reminder. I don't know, even still time, it doesn't track well with me, so I don't know how long after my stroke, but that just popped in my mind. And I realized, okay, all right, I'm going to mother my children. I'm going to be a good wife. I'm going to do our office work. I am going to do these things, but only if I rely on God. And at that point, things start getting better. My speech is getting better, all of these things. So that was probably the biggest but God moment or time in my life. And since then, I find out I have little mini strokes, whatever. And but in 2019, I had, but they're saying it's like over a 2-week time period, like a succession of little mini strokes, and they just kept adding and adding and adding. And that that took my speech again. That took my ability to walk or even stand up. You know, it took my ability to make a sense of things, to remember things, and even still, I struggle with short-term memory. Forget about it. You know, like say to me tomorrow, what did you say when I interview you? Say to me a few months from now, and I can say to you, oh, I told Amy about my God story. So,
but we'll have the video, so that'll be good.
That's right. I can see and watch the video, so that's a help. But and again, it was a scary, but it was easier to rest in God. And through this time, I watch my adult children just come around. They take care of me. They take care of my husband. And still, I honestly, I do wonder sometimes, because God, you don't have to sugarcoat things with God. I have to say to God, seriously? Are you for real with me? Be doing this again? We're going to have a year on here, okay? I don't know why. But obviously, my speech come back. It's a little wonky. It's not right. I don't say the right way how I'm supposed to, kind of. But anyway, but I can talk.
Yeah.
I cannot, honestly, I can't put a number to the amount of people that I have been able to witness to.
Yeah.
Just because I talk the way I do. But, and so, and I was using a walker. That was big fun. So I was going to PT, and just there alone, I got to witness a lot, and I got to encourage other people that were going, through the same thing I was going through. And their goal, they say to me, my physical therapist, she said to me, okay, so our long-term goal is to get you to where you don't need a walker, you only need a cane. And she said, well, that's my goal. And I said to her, that's going to be a problem for me. That's not going to work for me. And she said to me, well, we have to set realistic goals. We have to set achievable goals. I said, okay, well, once I get to the cane, then we reassess. And she said to me, well, no, that's the long-term goal. Because I couldn't just stand. It wasn't like I couldn't take steps, by myself. But no, I couldn't stand. I stand, and then I'm just going down. And I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
So,
and you have a lot farther to go than I do, as you can see.
Yeah.
See.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See.
Our shares are equal height.
See.
I'm like,
see,
the mammoth over here.
I'm like the T-Rex.
I guess that makes me a long neck. I don't know, but either way. So yeah, it's a long
And we
way to
are
fall.
blood related, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I take off one side of the family, she does the other side. So,
but so she, I got a long way to fall when I fall down.
Yeah,
and I did a yacht. Too.
No. Oh my God.
I look like a little second grader walking around. Okay, my elbows were scabbed up and bloody. My knees are here. Oh my God. Jesus help me. One time I fell, and I had different glasses. They were just wireframe. I was so tired of Bill being so worried. My husband, he was very worried and everything. And I was a real stubborn. And I'm like, I can do this. Just let me do this thing. So he said, fine. So let me do this thing. Well, I fell. Okay. I had to go to the bathroom. And, you know, I'm getting back up. And I'm getting back up. And the next thing, I'm going back right down. Well, my glasses, they were wireframed. And I thought no one had come running up, you know, to see what's wrong. And I think, okay, no one will know. So my glasses are a little yonky, but I'm like, it's okay. I put my hair over there. You know, my glasses, this side was good. This earpiece was like up here. But I'm like, it's okay.
It's all right sticking out of your head.
It was. That's how he said.
You just got this thing sticking out.
Yeah, I come, you know.
And you're like, what?
So, you know, I'm trying, I don't want to use it. So I hold on to the countertop. I take a step, I hold on to the yawl. I take a step, and this is how I'm getting around. Not graceful. It wasn't pretty, okay? But I'm determined. I'm going to do this thing. Okay, I finally make it to the kitchen where Bill was at. And he looked at me, he's like, baby, what's in your hair? And he go to brush something out of my hair. And when he do that, it catches my glasses. So this is going straight up. So he brushed this down and my whole glasses go like this. And he takes it off of my face. And like, this is straight and this one is like going straight up. And they're a little bit twists. And
what did he say?
He looked at me and he was like, you have falling? And I said, well... No. I said to him, no, I didn't fall. And he said, are you a yai to me? And I say, no. You're like, sure, I can hide this. And they'll never know. He knew, okay? He knew. So there was lots of little things like that. And then again... This is, you know, Philippians 4:14 comes back to me. I can do all things for Christ who strengthens me. And I got to say, honestly, truthful with you, I was starting to wonder, you know, Jesus, when you going to strengthen me? Okay, I'm waiting. Took a while. Okay, this a yasa stroke, 1 full year of physical therapy, 1 full year of speech therapy, because it didn't just come right back, okay? And this accent, or what you want to call it, is as good as it's going to get. It's, you know, unless God, you know, unless God intervene, this good is going to get. And I also find out that this the past time my vocal folds have been damaged or whatever, so I don't even sound the same. The tone or whatever, don't even sound the same. But I am talking.
Yeah.
I am a walking. Because I say to the physical therapist, that don't work for me. I can't be using a cane. I just
doesn't work.
Time for that. I have a grandchildren. I'm going to carry them. Okay? But God haven't put me in such an amazing family. They do their very best not to treat me like I'm different.
Yeah.
Well, the reality is I'm totally different. Okay. But, so, one of the things that, you know, if you focus on God, there's always joy. There's always happiness to be had, you know, joy. Because my joy never leaves me. You know, it was pretty darn quiet within me, but it was still there. One of the things I used to do with my Yorker, but first of all, okay, Bill get me a little bell. Ding, 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 ding. Well, my parents get me a bell for my Yorker. I call them my wheels. Okay, so on one side I had this little bell. Ding, 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 ding. My parents get me this bright pink. Okay, pink's my favorite color. Hot, bright pink, shiny with a horn. So you squeeze it, wah, wah. So, one thing, the grandbabies will come over. So I would sit down the little seat part of my Yorker, and we would rock. They loved it. We would just be walking in circles in the living room around the coffee table, and
that's
ding,
awesome.
Ding, quah, quah. And then it was probably mean. I shouldn't have to do this thing. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do to keep your spirits up when you're throwed up at the Walmart in a yoker. And you're not really an old lady, but you got the yoker. So, I used to do a thing, okay? I would be going down the grocery aisle. Someone would be like a bit over to reach for something low on the thing. And I go, honk, honk.
I knew that was going to
I would do that thing. And sometimes they would like look every time. And sometimes like nobody would look. But I was like, oh, I'm going to get you. I don't know who you are, but I'm waiting for you to bend over. So, you know, you can always find joy in something. But again, you know, God, He'll restore me because I'm claiming my balance back. I am claiming these things, and you know, in the name of Jesus, I'm claiming this stuff. Okay, well, when I finally finished with the PT, I'm walking, no problem. I had to do the obstacle course, all of these things. So, I say to my daughter, she sings on the praise team at church. I say, can you sing this a song for me? This is special. And she's like, sure. What is it? And I can't remember the name of the song. Shocker, I can't remember. But it's talking about being an overcomer, you know, and a believer.
Yeah.
You know, part of the song, a gospel preaching, whatever, believer, and I'm an overcomer.
Yes.
And I'm really careful now not to say, or try not to say, I am whatever. God have made me an overcomer.
Yes.
You know, Christ took the stripes on his back on the cross for my hearing.
Yes.
And I'm one of those crazy people that believe when he was taking those stripes, he was thinking about crazy Becky that's going to keep having these flipping strokes. And you know what I'm saying? The job Christ has for us is boundless.
Yes.
There's no limit to it. Just in my case alone, how many stripes he had to take for all of these things? You know? So, you know, doctors say, she's not going to live through the night. You better call her baby
and that
so
was
they
the
can
first
say
one.
goodbye. Yeah. But God.
Yes.
Then the speech therapist, she's to say, I don't know, we'll see how far we can get. But God say, you're going to talk.
Yep.
Maybe wonky, but she's going to talk. And I am. The physical therapist, she said, we're going to get you to a cane. And that's the best we can hope for. But God.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hope for things. My hope is in Christ. That means my hope is boundless.
Yes.
Because Philippians 4:13 said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My limits, they are set by Christ. They are set by my Creator. And I don't accept the limits of a man. I don't accept the limits of anything else. And there's ways around, you know, the whole memory thing. I mean, hello, post-it note. That's your own stock.
Well,
But,
sometimes
you know,
it's good not to remember things, you know?
That's truth.
Yeah.
If I could remember an example, I would say, but I can't remember.
Aggie. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, but there, you know, there's always something to be happy for. And so I talk funny. Whatever. You know,
Everyone loves it.
There's, you know, yeah.
And listen, and even like, because it's so different and people think you're from somewhere else, it opens doors to have conversations with people.
About it do. And you know, usually it's a not, you know, I have had a couple of people. There was this one woman at the Walmart. Why always Walmart? If you're looking for ugly, go to Walmart. You're gonna find it. But I was asking her where something was or whatever, and she was say, "What you're looking for?" And I said to her, I'm looking for this pillow. And she said, what? I said, this pillow. She said, what? I'm like, okay, all right. I said, pillow. This pillow.
I thought you were saying.
You see, you see. I'm saying.
I thought you were saying just a polo, but you're saying just a pillow.
No, I was not a polio. First of all, I'm not saying just anything. I was asked for her. Where is
I love you.
this? I'm looking for these fuzzy a pillow. And
Yes, a pillow.
Not a polio, a pillow. Anyway.
But did you get it? Did she?
She was ugly to me. She kept making me repeat myself. And she said to me,
like I am right now.
You're not being ugly, okay? You're just an Amy. God bless you. You're just an Amy, okay? So glad my misfortune gives her joy, okay?
No.
So anyway.
Your stories are funny.
She said to me, she gets this look on her face and she's like, I don't know what you're even talking about. I don't even understand you. I'm like, oh. Anyone that know me know I'm not what you would call mellow. Okay, I'm not. But I'm thinking, okay, God giving me my speech back. Don't do anything to make you take it away. Don't do anything to make you take it away. So all I do, I say to her, I say to her, if I have words, I would say to you off. And I walk away, and I get someone else, and she's a nice, and I find a pillow. I'm
there
okay.
you go.
So, it's with having a sassy mouth and all of these things. Who knows? Maybe that's why God did this to me. So he can, because we ask, God, deliver me from whatever it is we're having trouble with. Well, shocker, my mouth was one of those things. So, cover what you pay for. But expect answers from God. He will.
Yeah.
I guess I'm pointing out, who knows why God allows some things that he do. But I don't really think it doesn't matter if we understand it or not. God's really not in the explaining of business, okay? But he is in the growing of business. And I have grown a lot from this, and there's never not a reason to wake up and praise God and be thankful. There's plenty of times you don't want to. Trust me, there are days I don't want to. I don't want to praise you because you have hacked me off today. But God's a big boy. He can take it.
Yeah.
Our anger is nothing for So, yeah, many times in my life, but God have seen me through it. But God have defied the odds. And I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. Because sometimes, truthfully, I have a wonder, have I ever really seen a true miracle? Or is there a way to explain what I have seen, whatever? Well, I can say I have seen a true miracle.
Yeah.
I saw one this morning when I fixed my hair for church. I look in the mirror. So, I should be dead. I'm not. So, absolutely. God, he did miracles. He is great. And that is my but God story.
Well, we all have those stories, and we have them, and we go through our things to tell other people about what we're going through.
Yeah.
So I thank you for your story, and
absolutely.
We'll see what's happening here on my phone. I don't know, but We will see you next week, and I'll have another interview with someone else. So we'll see you next week. And I am done.